Good morning, sunshines. It's Monday. I didn't forget about you. I'm sorry. I just thought we'd start a little bit later this morning. Actually, I'm already done with my coffee. But we've got a meeting today. So I thought I'd start a little bit later so that way maybe we could roll right into the meeting. What you say? Boy, yesterday was a weird day. I didn't like yesterday. In fact, I fell asleep very early last night. I was so tired. About 7 o'clock, I went to bed. And this morning I've been watching the lives from last night. I've got a bunch of mixed feelings about it. Lots of mixed feelings. Good morning, Travatology. Good morning, Rona. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, back to the grind today. As my title. New year, new week, new Monday, new strategies. Yep. I think one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back a little bit. Not that I have been in the mix of any of the drama, but I'm definitely going to stay out of the drama. I have a task. My task is to remove the world. Good morning, Kathy. Remove the world of Scientology's abuses. Good morning, T. Well, a little bit. I am up late this morning. I fell asleep so early last night. I just needed the sleep. And when my eyes popped open this morning, the dogs were like, "Feed us. We want food." With the IRS tutorial of safe. Huh. I didn't see her IRS tutorial. Hmm. I was in there earlier and I didn't see her IRS tutorial. Very good. Well, today is Public Works, and tomorrow will be a LAPD commission, unless they canceled it. Yeah, they still haven't done anything. Today's meeting is going to be basically trying to get all their RFPs out the door, the request for proposals. Good morning, James Smith. Well, make sure those cows are fed properly, because it's nice and cold and snowy, not up where you're at, but probably cold enough. Make sure that the cows are fed. Yep. And I don't know if Audit's going to be down there or not. Yeah, and did you see that did you see Lara's live last night? I looked at that this morning. What the hell? They trashed her poor van. They not only cut her tires, but like drilled right into them, glued all of her door locks, keyed the doors, the paint. Wow, that's just crazy. That was just nuts. Oh, I see Nora's gonna go live later today. Yeah, that's just crazy. Get through the ad.
Document this live right now on the live stream before and during while I call the police. So we just walked up. All of my van keys. Let me show you guys right now before, so you can't see it because it's clear. So somebody super glued my van. Look.
That's just crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Did you guys see that? You don't like Nora's title? I know, the police, she waited like hours for the police. And they didn't even come. That's wrong. I mean, what if there was, what, hey, Whiskey Moon, good morning. What if there really was somebody there and they would have hurt her? That was just, that's a complaint in itself. And good morning, Amy. What was Nora's title? Oops, sorry about that. Taking myself out of it. Where did it go? Oh, let's look it up here. Oh, how the anti-Scientology movement will die again, the dumpster fire. Well, I think it'll pivot. Hey, good morning, AZ Crimson. Yeah, people have heard back. But I think the biggest thing you're going to find is that, especially with against the officers themselves, that nothing's going to happen. Good morning, Haggis. Good morning, Leanne. Yeah, that wasn't a 2-second deal where they hurt her car or her van. I mean, that had to have taken quite a few minutes. That was quite the accomplishment. I agree, Amy. Well, it's the FBI, it's not really Homeland Security. Right, Whiskey? But they send 4 cop cars for a parking violation. Exactly. And I mean, what if she really did have an emergency last night? Let's look where she was showing the tires. It didn't. Where in the world was it?
Yeah, good. Now, wait. Now we have a really bright light. Can you show?
Yeah.
So look, guys.
I mean, that's not a little slice. That's not somebody coming through and just poking it. That's like somebody drilled into that puppy. Yeah, this was in front of her house. In front of her apartment or her house or wherever she lives. While they were away protesting. And I was watching them do their protest. I was watching her for a while they were chalking and everything. And she was just so fabulous at talking to the people. I love watching her protest when she does that because she informs them. She knows their language. She talks directly to them. She talks directly into their head. So yesterday morning we hadn't heard about Mike Rinder yet. Yeah, I'm wondering if the apartment complex has or the house has outside cameras too. But I feel bad for Mike Rinder's family, but there's a lot of mixed emotions. I have um, a lot of concern for those that didn't get closure from Mike Rinder, and that's really sad. So it's sad on both parts. It's not the outcome we were hoping for. We were hoping for he'd at least give some apologies and some accountability before he passed away. But that didn't happen. But definitely rest in peace. But yeah, Nora sure took shit about the video she made about it. And I feel so bad for her because she was just darned if she did, darned if she didn't. If she said something, she's a hypocrite. If she didn't say something, she's cold. So she just needed to do what was on her heart. Good morning, hippie chick. That's right, Kathy. Things can be. Good morning, Marys and Oats. No, I think he was in Colorado. No, no, no. I think he was in Florida. Yeah, I think he lived in Florida. Ruh-roh. I'll turn that down. Spam calls. Good morning, Irish Mart. You can't, well, you couldn't, no matter if they were, victims or friends or whatever. People deal with death in different ways. And we all have our ways. I'm horrible at dealing with death. Yeah, I think he was in Clearwater. You're right. Haggis, no more kids in Scientology. I love your hashtag you threw in there. I love what you changed it to. Ah, got the message through. I knew it was spam. When I wrote that yesterday, it was about Mike, but no, Hippie, I think what Mertzi was referring to was when they were all talking and it was, and the cops were called. I know, I saw that. I saw that yesterday. I like the no more kids in Scientology better. But the cops would be there in a flash, almost like they had bat phones or something for chalking. And yet you call for somebody vandalizing your car like for that much. And that's a felony vandalization. That's not a cheap fix. All four tires, gluing all the locks, keying the paint, that's thousands of dollars. Rika, right? Yeah, that's true. But this was at her home. And how many subscribers has he lost now? Something like 8,000, 10,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers to lose. It is definitely the Mondayest Monday ever. I agree, Rika. Yeah. It, I agree, James Smith. That is a hate crime. I definitely, I definitely would say that that's a hate crime. Yeah, Nora's almost got 15,000 subscribers now. Not that I don't, I really don't consider how many subscribers you have on whether or not you're the leader of anything. 237, so almost 9,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's what happens. And I see Jenna took her videos down. Why do you think she took her videos down? It was on videos. She took both of her videos down. Good morning, Bodrill. Yeah, they'll make sure that it's not even near there. Yeah, well, honestly, Dylan, if you look at the cost of the to repair to the cost of the thing, it's totaled. Are you? Yeah, I'm holding steady too. Yeah, that could be Irish Mart. And good morning, Blow Drill. But yeah, if you take a totaled vehicle is 80% of the fair market value. And if you had, 3,600, $4,000 worth of damage. Good morning, Summer Savage. I know. I'm kind of wondering why she took them down. Okay. I'm going to why? Oh, why? Here's my little man. What happened? Okay. Well, they keyed the paint, Blow Drill, both sides. So you're talking about almost a complete paint job. And I that's what I did before my accident was I ran an auto body shop. So I know the cost of that. And it's a two-tone, three-tone paint. Yeah, I know. That was pretty sad. I'm looking at your email. Oh, wow. Yep, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. That would be hopefully his RV didn't get attacked either. Oh, yeah, that's a good thought, Kathy. They could have put something in. They took they took their time. Right, blow drills. So it's basically totaled. Financially, the van is totaled. Yeah, so I'm, yeah, I mean, that's true. She can only answer that. And she did say when she put them up, it was to make sure she held herself accountable. Yeah, unfortunately. So basically, you just have the white, the blue, and then the yellow striping, the black stripe down below. But yep, they keyed it pretty good. Oh, Natalie's live. Snow and bullshit, the grumpy farmer. Anybody follow him? He's actually kind of funny. He's pretty stark. I have not posted a calendar for this week. So, Commission on Community and Family Services meeting, Board of Public Works, Neighborhood Council Outreach Committee, tonight, Youth Engagement, Tuesday, the LAPD commissioners is still ongoing. Oh, tomorrow is William Good. It's court case. Ooh, Thursday is Jane Doe versus Gavin Potter. That's a huge deal. Ooh. That 8:30, that is one everyone needs to be down there for. That lives there. Good morning, Joe. Good afternoon, Joe. Here, I'm gonna leave because I have not made a calendar out this week. Here's a click to this person's, if anybody's interested in what's going on this week. Yep, and he's still listed as living there. He's still listed as being in LA. I wonder if he ever ends up going to these hearings. Good morning, does it matter to you? You're welcome, does it matter? And you know what? I agree with you. Let's just get back to business. We've said our goodbyes, we've said our regrets, we've said our ooh-hoos. Back to business. I have a mission. And Nora so very nicely told me the other day, she said, take the time you need to heal, take some rest. I'm not ready to rest. I just want to reorganize, re-strategize, and reload. I'm ready to just get it done. Shut it down. Thank you, Rip Guy. That's the focus. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to read you what I did write yesterday for those that may not have seen it. But and I know I always talk about this when we're live anyways. But it was my community post yesterday. We come into this world on a breath, a cleansing, beautiful breath, a scream, a cry, an announcement to the world of our presence. Every breath we take from then on is a chance to pursue love, happiness, truth, comfort, and peace. Our decisions to change as each breath passes through our open mouths. Each is a powerful breath as we sing and speak and make promises of forever. Let each breath have purpose. Let each breath expel heritage and hope. Let each breath leave a mark on your existence until your last breath takes you out of air. We leave the world the same, one last breath. Thank you, James. Yep, let's get back to making our breaths count. Make all of our voices count. Thank you, Leanne. A second gen lost to the grip of the church, tainted and scared beyond recognition. I hope one day he can alone and heal from the grip of the corrosive, controlling high demand group. Now, just time to breathe, blow drill. There's, we're never going to be without drama because it's just this community just has a lot of drama and a lot of trauma. And we're never going to be without stress. Your life is stressful. There's stress. If there isn't stress, you'd be dead. It's the distress that's the problem. Each breath, blow drill, just each breath. You come in on a breath, you leave on a breath. Every breath in between is opportunity for change. Every time you speak, every time you think, you have the opportunity to take in more information and make a decision on what you need to do. You can pivot, you can stay the same, and what's best interest for yourself, for those that you love, yourself, family, friends, co-workers. Yep, that's all you can do. There was a kind of one of those management books. Trying to remember what the name of it was. It was a great, just go in, and if you can't imagine cleaning the whole house like a hoarder situation, if you can't imagine go in and just start doing one thing at a time. Every day, just do one thing at a time, and eventually you'll get there. If that's all you can do today is just one thing, just do that one thing. It kind of makes you feel better that you've accomplished at least just one thing. It just gets overwhelming. Hey, Scientology up north. Good afternoon, Miriam. I agree with you, Amy. I'm that true crime community. Good morning, Minnie. No, it doesn't work too well, does it, James? You just either pass out or give up. Right? Yeah, it was nice seeing you with your hair. Minnie does have hair. Yep, you can be as stubborn as you want, but eventually something has to give. So yep, let's look at what that end result was and where we need to go to get there, even if it's just one step at a time. And today I choose to talk at a meeting to re-energize this war that I have. And yesterday when I mentioned Scientology, learn either you're passive or aggressive. There's no in between, and they don't fight nice and they don't fight fair. And it's a huge psychological battle. We know that. L. Ron Hubbard, um, that's the way he planned this and built this. It's a huge psychological battle. So, if something's not working, figuring out how to fight, re-strategize, bring it back in, and figure out what we need to do. And I'm not one to fight with hate. I'm not one to fight with nastiness. That's just not going to be me. I'd rather bring you around with common sense, which not a lot of people have common sense anymore. I agree. And my tenacity, because I'm probably one of the most stubborn people you've ever met in your life. And good luck to you, Amy, having a strong-willed child. It's a blessing and a curse. I'm such a control freak, not necessarily control freak, but I'm so stubborn. I'll let you have control just because if I let you, That's control. Did I lose you guys? Are you still there? Mr. McSnorepants couldn't pop my arm this morning, so he didn't. Yesterday was a shit show on coffee all over the place. Hey, Ronna, thank you. Thank you, Irish. My chat froze. Leanne, you got it. That's right. Yeah, 'cause it's Haggis, good morning again and again and again. In the listening, it's because, hey, good morning again, Summer. There is a Public Works. It was actually canceled and they replanned it. So there is one at it's because the cows love apples and the horses love apples. Good morning, Kirby's mom. Good afternoon. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Tonight we have trivia. Well, good. Give us some good brush downs. Horses are big and scary, and cows are big and scary. Do you ever get kicked by your cows, James? Coffee grinds are hard to get cleaned up. Basically, you gotta let them dry before you sweep them up. Is 10 a.m. We just had it up. 10 a.m. My computer is not following me. You're welcome. And it is going to be a day of them getting authorization to ship out RFPs. To get the approval. I didn't, YRB had noticed there aren't any RFPs in there, but I think it's just the approval to send out the RFPs. They're like big chickens. Well, chickens can be pretty pecky. I've been chased by a few chickens. You know, our neighbors had geese when I was little, and man, those things are ornery. Have you ever been chased by a goose? Mm-hmm. A request for proposal, a request for a quote. You, good morning, Lord Bynum. Geese are mean, they are. So they're getting the authority and, no, not RPFs, just RFPs. Request for proposals, request for quote, request for proposals, looking for bids. Wild turkeys are ugly. We get a lot of those around here. A pet goose. Yeah, geese are not pets. They're just not. Hey, good morning, super cool. Set requirements for the LARH permits and then issued one that violated the requirements. Which one? Well, all of them, Sue. All of them. That's funny, Leanne. The attack rooster. You, yep, that damn goose. Those geese next door, they were loud, obnoxious, and they'd chase you down the road. Yeah, so I just want them to know that we didn't go away. They outlined the closures to be Friday through Monday. The New Year's Eve one was midweek. Ah, you got to make sure that one wasn't on the yearly permit one though. James, the only thing is that they don't discriminate on who they run after. I've seen them run after their owners many times. Just as much as the neighbors. I'll take a peek at that. Sue, is that on your community page? Oh, you guys, can you hang out? I think I need a second cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make more coffee. Hang out for a second. Sorry, guys. You guys didn't hear me drop F-bombs from across the house, did you? I have actually burnt my finger. Oops. We'll let that cool. Uh-oh. Did the lore have a video last night? I didn't watch it last night. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay. I didn't see the end of it, but I saw the beginning of it, Lord Bynum, and he kind of went off on everybody, didn't he? I'm kind of wondering if there was some background. No, it was very late. I'll have to look. Hmm. Yeah, because he's on the East Coast, so I'm wondering. Let me see. The lore of DOA. Yeah, no, he's not going to take too kindly to somebody effing with. Oh, this is the one from. Was this? This isn't the same one. Is this the one you're talking about, you guys? That was the one from the Freedom Corner. Oh, I know. I remember. He was. Yeah, that's the one that he talked to Homeland Security. That had to have been from a different one, a different stream. Yeah, he did. He said that he won't stream Scientology in the future unless he has a reason to, and for Scott to keep his name out of his mouth. Yeah, there's got to be something going on in the background that all of us don't really know about. The film The Police Channel, yeah. Right? No more warning shots. Bullets are expensive. It was Streamer Wars? Okay. My son-in-law has a sign on their property up in the Uberville. It said hippity hopperty, get the F off my property. Except for the F was spelled out. I thought it was quite appropriate and quite funny. Not very welcoming. But funny nonetheless. Oh, this one. Yeah, I saw this one last night where he was talking about the old.
You look at one. Is everybody there, Carl?
I'm checking the gas can.
Yes.
Uh,
Wait.
there's. I'm just gonna say it. Let's just stay out of the drama. Whether it's between the Chicago people, streets, and DOA, uh, I just want to stay out of it. You go up to the UP once a year in the end of summer. It's absolutely beautiful up there with all of the red trees, kind of like a New England. The UP is pretty. Sorry, I missed a little bit. I'm glad that he said that at the end. He's just not in it for the drama either. Hmm. I have mixed emotions into all of that. And again, I've been over the Mackinac Bridge so many times. It's gorgeous. Right, Rika? That's exactly what James was just saying. As do the rest of us, Kathy. None of us want part of the drama. Well, Jenna took down her posts. Jenna took the posts down, so no matter what you said, even if you put Team Jenna and put a copy of her thing, it's now the video is now no longer there. And I do want to address the Chicago crew and what we have going on with Chicago. I'm going to make that a whole different post. Totally agree with you, Minnie. What's right is right. And I love Crazy. I even texted her this morning and went, okay. A lot of people screen recorded, but I think they played her and did reaction videos to hers. So I don't think they, unless they would have screen recorded, they would have come up. It does if you shared, Hippie Chick. If you screen record, that's different. Just all button heads, Sue. I'll have a whole different video on that, Irish, though. I'm not going to focus on that this morning. Let's focus on where we need to go. Mm, and you have the right to do that, Rika. 100%. Blowdrill, you're right. Healing in the name of trauma can be ugly and raw. Good morning, GM Flower. Mm, but there's a point, I'm going to talk in general, where you can attack the truth and you can give the truth, but if then you start opinionating, and I'm not talking about any specific case, talking in general, to where it hurts the person physically, I can't get into that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with exposing truth, but you got to do it in a certain way. And I'm going to continue to say I don't believe in backing up a bus, opening the door and say, everybody hop on. Let's all jump on Rika. Let's all jump on Kirby's mom. Let's all jump on Kathy. Today it's Aaron's day. Tomorrow it's Nancy's day. Today it's Mona's day. I don't believe in that. I just don't. When everybody was jumping on the bus for DOA, I didn't do it then. And when everybody was jumping on the bus, I just don't do that. It's not fair. It's not fun. Good morning, Adrian. I'm eating some scrambled eggs with some ham put into it. Yum, yum, yum. Mm-hmm. And I may have the same feelings of everybody on the bus, but it's because I've taken in information from all sides and looked. I've just been so not only hurting myself, but sabotaged what I was doing. by doing a knee-jerk reaction. Oh, that sounds really good, Haggis. The facts are important, and I'm going to gather facts from different sides and then make a decision on where I need to go from there. And when I do a knee-jerk reaction, it bites me in the ass every single time. Well, that's part of the decision making, hippie chick. Right, Agus? When I finally learn all of the information, you can only make decisions on the information that you know. And when you are presented with different information, you make different decisions. Only the stupid people don't let their decisions. I mean, if you're so stubborn, and I'm very stubborn, but if you're so stubborn and pig-headed that you can't change upon a reflection, then that's not stubborn, that's stupidity. Exactly, James. Good morning, Doctor Who, Heather. There's some finesse that needs to happen if you're going to pivot. Good morning, Breezy Report. I've been watching your channel lately, Breezy Report. You've been doing some pretty good insights. Thanks for what you're doing. Haggis. Haggis taking us to the dark side. You're welcome, Breezy Report. Yep, we have game night tonight with Summer and Doctor Who, Heather. Yep, set your notifications. And I'm just going to be real honest. I know all the sides of the Chicago story. I do. And I'm not going to dump on any of them. Thank you, Haggis, because this is a happy place. If you're doing it, you're not talking about it, reporting. Yeah, that's right. Keeping it hidden. Yep, let's get back to business. Let's get back to business, and tonight we can laugh about different things. We have a mission. That there are some questions about the Nance situation. There are questions about the Nance situation. And I promise I'm not going to be the teller of all tellers, because that's not my job. Helger, thank you for asking that, and thank you for that. I would love to. I haven't talked to anyone in particular. I just know all the sides that have been presented. So I guess that's what I meant. And exactly, Kathy. I think, the email Nancy, email crazy. Right? It's like when we were talking about that guy that did the video with Natalie the other day. It's great that he came forward, but it makes me have more questions. So I ask. And it's okay to ask. Yep, that's where we're going, Doctor Who, Heather. And Helgier, I would be more than happy to talk with you. And I know she did, and I'm kind of bummed that she didn't get on there. I was watching that this morning. I didn't see it last night. Oh no, Helleboard. Definitely extra love and definitely extra healing powers for your kitty. Yep, I agree. Uh, there are things that happened. It's undeniable. going back to my bus analogy, I'm driving a different bus. I'm driving a bus to take down Scientology. And like it or not, if I'm jumping off this bus to jump on others' buses constantly, I'm taking away from my mission. I'm taking away from what I need to do. And I can have empathy and sympathy, and I can say, I can look into it and get my facts. But if I continually get taken off from this bus, there's just too much distractions. It's not that I don't care. And I'm telling you exactly what I told Nora the other day. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It means that I only have so much bandwidth to do what I need to do. And taking down $1 billion freaking corporation is not easy. It's taking a lot of my bandwidth. And I want you on my bus. I want you on my bus, hell. We are. We need to. And I get it, Rika. I know. And it's okay. It's okay for me to stop to do that. But if I get too far off my bus, I don't get back on my bus. And that's a me problem. That's a Mona problem. It's not that I don't care, because my heart goes out to you. Rika, we have the same issues on a lot of things. We are 100% aligned on a lot of things. But if I get off on that bus right now, my brain can't get back on my own bus. And that's all I'm saying. It's not that I don't care. And I'm not, you can do it in front of the scenes. You're more than welcome to. But because I don't jump on that bus and do it in front of the scenes doesn't mean I don't care. It means that Mona's brain can't do it. So please give me the grace. And as I said, Nora and I had this conversation the other day. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It means that my brain can't function that. We may have to stop at Niagara Falls every once in a while to take a scenery. Kirby's mom, you bet. Exactly, Miriam. That's exactly where I want to be. Good morning, Never and Nana. I, I'm not saying anything wrong. You know what? Crazy and I are in a relationship. I think Crazy and Rebel are and I'm joking about that. We're not really in a relationship, but people are accusing us of being in a relationship. I respect and love Crazy. But you know what? Nancy has put a lot of in this too, and I respect and love Nancy. So for me to be stuck in the middle of it sucks, but it's a bus I can't get on. And not because of the feelings, it's because my brain doesn't work that way. Somebody saw that when I was on a Zoom call the other day and somebody saw her name come up and I was too lazy to put Crazy Love on there. It just said love, so somebody thought we were in a relationship. But, that's how that goes. It was funny. Yep. So I'm not faulting anybody. If you guys want to do that, if you need to pull the paperwork, hey, good morning, crazy. I'm okay with that. That's fine. My bandwidth is not working right now. So please respect that. Good morning, Sophia. And I'm sure the discovery on both sides of it's going to go on. AZ. Oh shit, crazy's here. Change the subject. Excuse me. Excuse me. Damn sneezes. Yeah, I like the relaxation streams too. But today is a new year and a new week and a new day and a new morning. Thank you, Kathy. I hate it when I eat. I get the sneezes sometimes. Thank you, Never and Nana. And I get that. I really do. And and this is a safe place to vent. And I don't mind that we vent here. Just understand that if I jump off the bus I'm on and try and jump on your bus, I'm not gonna doggy pile, and I'm not gonna do that. I just can't. In Blow Drill, we wish that for you also. All the peace, love, and understanding. Yeah, we have some big meetings coming up in Chicago, Never and Nana. Next week, you have the public safety meeting. You have the council meeting. There was a third meeting in Chicago too. Yeah, I get you, crazy. And we talked yesterday. I get you. Yeah, I'm my own special hot mess, Sophia. I'm definitely my own special hot mess. But, you have some special hurdles in Chicago. Joe Sakala is a huge special hurdle. That org, very cool, Never and Nana. Those aldermans have been so safe pointed for so long. It is going to be like ripping stuck on octopus tentacles off from those people. It's because the drama always gets more views. Drama always does. It's like watching, everybody stops to watch the accident on the side of the road. So how do we change that, Rika? Hell, right. That was my thoughts too. I don't care if I get one, and even when I started this in the morning, it was the Good Morning Sunshines, is that even if I get one viewer or 0 viewers, it was about me strategizing. So, good morning, Peter. So, how do we change that, Rika? Yep, Crazy loves city council is tomorrow. Crazy, you were going to email me your policy that you wrote and you got waylaid. Share, comment, like, right? But when, regardless of using anybody else's share, like, comment, what's your audience? If the audience is, and I'm not saying anything bad, Rika, I'm brainstorming with you. Crazy, you have up until a half an hour. You can sign up all the way up till tomorrow. But you should sign up today. Yeah, because Hellgear's in Chicago where it's badass cold right now. Yeah. And then you have like 20 degrees and all the wind. It gets super cold there in Chicago. I agree, Adrian. It's the fake drama that does get to me. I mean, we have enough dealing with real drama, right? Okay, cool. Thank you, Rika. Thank you, Irish Smart. That's very kind of you. I did. And we need to talk about that maybe today on the New York City ones. Good morning, Antics of a Mama Squirrel. Exactly, Crazy Love. That's what we need to do. We just need to get back to it. And I agree, you did not say anything about her drug use or alcohol use. Thank you, Kirby's mom. Thanks, Crazy, but here, I'll go there. See, you have to sign up. It's not like Chicago. It is, oh, goodness sakes. I'm going to go there because I want to look at their agenda anyways. Salt Lake City Council. That's not what I wanted. It's because I'm in YouTube. Silly me. Salt Lake City Council. Council meetings. Agendas. And let me go back because that's not what I wanted. I wanted join online. So to register to speak on Zoom, you have the 2 o'clock session, the work session, and then you have the formal session. Register to speak. The formal meeting starts at 7. To share comments with the council, register online or in person. Online registration opens 24 hours before the meeting. General comment registration closes at 7:30 p.m. You can register to speak on a public hearing item until the hearing closes. So you can register to speak. See, it's not 24 hours yet. You can register to speak until 7:30 your time on the day of. Good morning, Maya. How you getting, Traveltology? So tonight, I will register for the meeting for tomorrow night. Good morning, Brian. So we have a busy week this week. Was that Thursday morning that the Gavin Potter lawsuit is? That's the 9th, I believe. That's going to be an important one. Yeah, I was kind of curious as to why Jenna took hers down too, but we can only assume. And she's probably been so overrun with emails and texts. That is amazing how many emails come through. Never a Nana, you're right. Oh, crazy. There's different. Good morning, Rebel. I've done it 24 hours in advance, and I've done it like right before when I figured it out. So do they have a limit on how many people can talk? I can't remember. I know they have a time limit. Rebel Bebel Bobebel Fee Fi Fo Febel Rayable. Oh, but I do know they do have only a certain amount of time limited to the Salt Lake City Council. So if you want to be on the list to talk, then you need to sign up. Who, me? This is my email. Well, besides the other one, this is my normal email that, if I can spell my own damn name right. This is my regular one. Damn keyboard. I'm just full of damn it's and shits and fucks today. There you go, crazy, crazy. Yep, yeah, Jenna took hers down. Oh, Antics, you just put one up too? DC snowstorm.
As my
Oh,
friend,
that
and
looks
as others are
miserable.
friends or activists or whatever, I'm also going to be like, hey, this is someone you're friends with, you're associates with. I'm going to say it online. I would say it to your face. You know, why are you supporting this person?
That looks miserable. Yeah, let me go back to it. Antics, I just saw. Excellent. Good job. Great video. Did I, hold on. I was going to put a link in there and forgot. I was watching and forgot to post. That's where we need to be. That's where we need to be, you guys. Let's bring it together. I know, Adrian, we were showing it earlier. This is the community we love. This is the community that we need. Power lies. Quentin Hubbard, born January 6, 1954, was the eldest son of L. Ron Hubbard and Mary Sue Hubbard. Among L. Ron's 7 children, he had 7 kids, wow. Quentin was chosen as his successor after Ron Jr., the original heir, left Scientology in 1959. Despite being one of the highest-ranking auditors in the church, Quentin reportedly struggled with Scientology's practices and expressed doubt about their effectiveness. At age 22, Quentin claimed the technologies his father developed didn't work and suggested his father was mentally unstable. Such statements were considered unacceptable even for the leader's son, and he was ordered to surrender his credentials and begin years of retraining. 1976, Las Vegas police found a white Pontiac with no license plates and a young man inside unconscious with a tube leading from the exhaust, and he unalived himself. You know, stories like this, stories like Philip Gale, it does. It makes me sad and angry. Thank you, Irish Mart. Definitely hearts for Quentin. So today would have been his birthday. Morning, Twyla. What did Crazy say? Yeah, I'm not too sure I understand that either, Crazy Craze. There's a lot of matter of deaths. I mean, look at was it David Miscavige's mom that killed herself with a shotgun or with a rifle? That's almost physically impossible. Let me go look. Yes, ma'am. Ugh. Thank you for that. I got it. Oops, sorry. As I'm in the wrong one. Let me go back to this. They were putting LSD in people's toothpaste? Oh, the policy's already been out there? Crazy? Yeah, that's just weird. I agree. We need to grow the subs on this channel. Yeah, that's Zamboni weather, hell. Zamboni. Yeah, I mean, that's impossible, Peter. Okay. Hey, good morning, Eyes to See. Eyes to See's doing some incredible work, too. Right, I know. I was just looking at Scotty's video there. I'm glad they're getting it, not me. Yeah, you're right. Probably buy off is more like the influence. Twilight Shelley's, was it Shelley's mom? Or was it David's mom? I can't remember which one. I'm not saying. Yeah, those big old flakes are fun. You- That was in 1985. Was it Shelley's Miscavige's mom or David's mom? Dave's mom. That's what I thought. That's just odd. The mother-in-law. You guys are confusing me. Heli gear. Well, I'm not subscribed in the Scientology channel. Here, I put another one up for you. Ugh. Good morning, Eaglewood. That I heard that quote, that she got what she desired. Thank you, you guys. We're just all in this together. We're all in this together. It's going to take us all. Not one person is going to be able to do this on their own. It's going to take us all. We're the group, non-group. And I did pop that open. Policy proposal, accountability. It's one page. I am going to blump, blump, properties. Okay, guys, let's get serious. Let's get serious. Itby says, this is a policy proposal, accountability of 501c3 organizations in compliance with the City Ordinance Code 2.60, City Ordinance Code 58-13, and State of Utah regulations. Purpose: to ensure that all 501c3 organizations operating within Salt Lake City comply with the legal and operational standards set forth by the State of Utah, the IRS, and the City Ordinance Code 2.60, as well as relevant sections of the Ordinance Code 58-13. This proposal aims to enhance the transparency, civic engagement, and accountability of 501c3 organizations, ensuring their alignment with the city's vision of fostering community development and public trust. I know we have looked at that in the past. Background and rationale: Salt Lake City's Ordinance Code 2.60 establishes the foundation for recognizing community organizations that contribute to the city's livability and civic engagement. To maintain their recognition and privileges, these organizations, particularly those with 501c3 status, must remain in compliance with state, federal, and city regulations. These include legal requirements for the nonprofit incorporation, tax-exempt status, charitable solicitation, and corporate governance as outlined by the state of Utah and the IRS. It's also outlined in the city, isn't it? If I remember right. By enforcing these requirements, the city can ensure that nonprofit organizations. So here's the current challenges: lack of accountability, inconsistent compliance, potential for misuse, proposed policy, incorporations with the state of Utah, federal tax exempt status, Utah state tax exemption, annual reporting requirements, charitable solicitation registration, corporate governance requirements, employment regulations. If a nonprofit employs staff, it must comply with the state employment laws. Do you have anything about their volunteer, their ministry volunteers in here? The implementation timeline, benefits to the city. And they're going to 100% get around this with their volunteer ministry. Oh, I hate that when I find a spelling error after I've already done something. We can all be ROLL instead of ROLE models. That's a whole different definition. So yeah, this is a great starting point for your policy. Yeah, but if I remember right, when we were looking through some of the regulations for the state, though, yeah, they're going to try and weasel their way out of it because of the volunteer ministry. But they still have to hit those other points. I'm still here, guys. Absolutely crazy. That's a great start. Yep, because you know they're going to add words, delete words, but you know what? It's a great place to have to sit around the coffee table, to sit around the meeting table, and to discuss. Just to open up the conversation is huge. That's the beginning step. Good job. So what was the other one that I was mentioning the other day that SAFE should be involved with? Possibly getting an indicator law? That would be cool. Who was it? Oh, Carrie was talking about that you don't have a national indicator, kind of like the NCIS is for sex offender registries, that you don't have an indicator registry. So like if you're indicated in a crime, kind of like the Nassar deal, when he was indicated in crimes in other states, there's no national registry. Which is perfect crazy. Yep, holding their feet to the fire. But we should talk more about about what could possibly be for an indicator law. Yep, setting precedents, setting accountability precedents. And you have to start somewhere. And nothing's going to be perfect first round. Because everybody's got to put in their touch of something in there. Oh my goodness. Well, we've still got an hour before the meeting. So, let me go back to, I think I have way too many tabs open. I start getting tabbed. Gwen Appleberry, is she a, here, let me open that up. Oh, I know I heard her name, Gwen Appleberry, Chicago. I think we looked her up. So why are you saying her? Let me open that up. Why do you suggest that, Helgear? Conversation only. I'm not, no judgment, no side taking, nothing. I'm curious. Why are you suggesting Gwen? And if I could get, I'm on OBS. I'm not on my StreamYard, so I can't invite you up to talk. Sorry. Good morning, Lakshmi Cool. And welcome to Alive Again. Nana found her recently in the news. She spoke at the opening, introduced 2 bills asking Chicago to comb through its code for psych errors. Okay. So you think she might be a simp? Very cool. Okay. So she might be a sympathizer or a bot. Not a BOT, but a BOUGHT. I thought when you said it that we would need to as an ally for us, but I see what you're saying. Let me go back there. Here's the article that I'm seeing. Whatever. Big news in the big city of big shoulders as Scientology Church opens on Printers Row. That was for the opening. Among the guest speakers was attorney and advisor to the city, Mr. Rob Fioretti. Why does that name sound familiar? Trudeau resignation? What? Okay, we'll get to that. No squirreling. Dr. Gwen Appleberry, a citizen advisor to the Chicago Police Department. That's where I've seen her name. She's on that board. And the Board of Education spoke of the wisdom of the religious founder. Okay. So Mr. Norman White is another one. Works on the city's Commission on Human Relations. So we have a few safe-pointed people in there. Helger, that's an excellent point there, and a different tip. So who's going to take over Trudeau's spot? Wow. But let's not do politics. She's a reverend, not a doc. Well, what's the Club 21 initiative? Dr. Appleberry, Dr. Gwen Appleberry. Pastor Dr. Gwen Appleberry. That doesn't tell me. Let me go back. Was there a Wikipedia? There's a Facebook. Here's a LinkedIn. Reverend Gwen Appleberry. Ooh, that's kind of a scary looking picture. I see you, buddy. Huh. Yeah, definitely something to put our attention to, though. So I think anybody on that article list, we should look into and find out how they're safe pointed into Scientology. Yeah, they safe pointed her because she's a citizen advisor to the CPD. No strings there whatsoever, right? Yeah, God's Gift Ministries. And I'm not going to judge there because you guys know I'm Christian, but you kind of wonder just because somebody put God's in there if they're truly, yeah, I would have to look more into it to get more information. I'm going to stop being assuming. But Chicago is definitely, I know that we have LA and Clearwater, but Chicago is a center point for a lot of this coming through financially. Hmm. Well, that's what they get. You put the spicy stuff in there. They could care less though. They'll only Joe what I think is funny is my dogs won't pick up anything that I drop on the floor until I tell them, because I've dropped way hot stuff before and they pick it up in their mouth and they're like, you know, trying to cool it off. They've learned the hard way. Oh, hey, Grizz. What are you doing, Grizz? Yeah, they're little shit dirtbags. But I do have to say they do have good manners. They don't take my food. If it's on my lap, they don't take it. They only eat what I tell them they can eat. Let's go back to this. Oh, there was one that I wanted to look at. Oh, that's the one that was wrong. Let's go to her LinkedIn. I was looking for her. There's the affiliation. Thanks, Peter. I do growl at them. When they were puppies, they got growled at. Yes, they did. And Susan, that's so wrong. I wholeheartedly growled at them when they were puppies. That's how you train a dog. That sounds awfully weird, but it works. I'm their person. If somebody comes to the garage door, they don't run out, but the only part that I have is if somebody comes to the front door, all hell breaks loose. And it's hard to control them. And I don't know what the difference is, but the garage door, no big deal. They sit there, they're good. They don't run out that door. But if nobody's there, I can open up my doors, the front door, the garage door, they don't go out. They're not escapers. Can you imagine your child or your grandbaby putting the dishes back in the cupboard because that's what grandpa does? But I will tell you that the dogs I have trained, that I do get it and they get whatever so because being in a wheelchair, shit falls off my lap a lot. Ooh, right? Earplugs are a treat to them. Yeah. My dogs love they run and grab paper towels though, or snot rags. Those are things that I have to tell them leave it, but they try and sneak. If they see like a piece of toilet paper or a paper towel or something like that on the ground, it's theirs. Because grandma knows. That's funny, Susan P. Oh, goodness, I can't believe 2025 already. Oh my gosh. Because they know to wait for you to be done, Joe. Really, Peter? Oh my gosh. I know, isn't that gross, helleboard? It's like, yuck. I know, just another turn. That is that meme of the dogs at Grandma's house. The dogs get whatever they want. That's a funny picture. Let's go to, we're waiting on this damn meeting. That was funny. I gotta find it. It's kind of like those the pictures of saying now my mom and dad have grandchildren, now they have McDonald's money. All of a sudden they have McDonald's money. Oh, it scared the hell out of me. I just jumped through my roof. You got my ringer too loud. Let's change it just a little bit. There we go. My dogs eat off a fork, you guys. I do. I feed both of mine with a fork if they get my leftovers. Too cute. I remember seeing this because my daughter and her husband, whenever I would watch their dogs, their lab would come home fatter, and I'm like, I didn't feed him more. I don't feed him more, but they swear to God he always came home fatter. Right, haggis, see, that works. Yep, and I claim the bowl. That's my food. They don't argue it. They are not food aggressive at all. And you don't have to worry about losing fingers when you feed them. Ugh. Yeah, that was the picture, but here, when you leave your dog with grandparents. Yep, that's what happens. Yep, and when they're puppies, they get one little pebble of food at a time, and you just give them each some, hand feed them. Grand dogs. But I bet you they're excellent grand dogs. What kind of dogs do you have, Poet? I know you've probably told me. I can't remember. What's on your channel, Antics? Grand kitties? Ah, yeah, okay. That's okay. Mutts are good. A small, medium, and a large. Thanks for the link, Helgir. Yep, this is the one I seen too, the Women's Federation. Thank you for that. A wrapper style cap? Okay, let me go look. That's okay, feed your frogs. Frog lives matter. Oh my goodness. Oops. Let's turn that down. Here's one of Joe's. Good morning, Journey 2020. There's one. Look how proud. Standing tall. Look how proud. Oh, how cute. So adorable. Okay, goodbye, Helger. Thank you so much. But while we're looking at Cutie Pie here, I'm going to go use the Lulu so that way I am ready for this meeting. I will be right back. Okay, I got one Journey 2020, and I'm looking forward to the second one. Yeah, definitely. You can tell that's a he, right? You can tell he's like on alert. Okay, be right back. All better. I'm back. Ah, Scientology, I think I've seen yours before, but I don't think I have them. Lhasa Apso. Yeah, I had my little teddy bear girl was a Bichon Shih Tzu. He's a cutie. Wow, they're old. Even for little ones, they're old. Oh, much health to them. Mine was white, but she looked like him. Okay, let me go look. Let me take it off here for a second. I'm gonna have pictures of everybody's dogs. Okay, now I gotta open it up in a different one because this one came through different. Let me do the other one too. Aw. I'll open them up both at the same time here. Aw. There's two of Brian's. Aw. Look at those eyes. They're feed me eyes. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. There's our beautiful Miriam. Aw. But you guys, it is almost time. I'm going to log in. Let's see, we're going to open link in new tab. We're going to download now. Join from your browser. Going to join on this one. And then we're going to go back to the meeting and we're going to open it up in Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're waiting for the host. And then we got to go back and we've got to open up the agenda again. And ta-da! That's very old for kitties. Wow. Yeah, you definitely must be an excellent kitty mama. In the Journey, I will look forward to that other email. You can email me direct, Journey. You don't have to go through Poe. Sweet, not wet. Sometimes typos are funnier than shit. Oh, Audit, are you awake? And are you going to the meeting? Hey, YRB, good, because we need to nag them on process issue. I'm going to nag them on emotional issues today. Yep, that's what I'm going to nag them about. You know, I see that the road's been open more and more, and then Super Cool was saying that they don't have their permits correct. That's been an ongoing problem, but I'm damn tired of it. I'm damn tired of doing this. I want to reclaim my time and energy away from these freaking planners. And the planners are just symbolic of the whole deal. Kathy's going to adopt us all. That's when the next closure is supposed to be? Can you guys hear Snorri McSnorpants? Right? Me either, antics of a mama squirrel. God's actually got his sense of humor. He's going to make me stay in this damn body. Oh, here we go. On the Zoom. Let me take off the audio. Audio settings, leave computer audio. Oh, I'm glad it's you, not me, Minnie. Take a little video of it, Minnie. It's been so long since we've had a meeting, we may have to retrain them. Excuse me. It's cold and windy here. It just looks cold outside. Well, we're definitely going to have to retrain them because they don't know what the hell they're doing right now. Let me see. Let's put Zoom down here. Zoom, zoom. And I haven't heard from Little Miss Audit this morning. I hope she's okay. I would love it if Lara would go to the meeting tomorrow morning for the LAPD commission. Oh, here we go. I even drop the link? Did I? Copy link. Here's the link if anybody else wanted to join. I don't know. She was on here earlier. Oh, I see we have oh no, that's not the normal dude. Not TJ Knight. Yeah, they don't have the microphones turned on yet. And that's not TJ, so.
Have your test. Check this out. This All is quiet. All is quiet. Come on. You only have 10 minutes.
Well, thank you, Haggis. Appreciate the shout out, man. The Thunderstorms of Eden. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that ice to see. Ooh, let's pop that one open so I can do it in a minute.
Thunderstorms of Eden.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Test 1, 2, 3. Good morning to our attendees who are joining us on the Zoom virtual platform. I do see a number of hands raised. Ask if those who have their hands raised would like to offer commentary on any of our agendized items or public comment this morning. We'll go ahead and start with Amy.
Hello.
Good morning, Amy.
Hi, general public comment.
Margie.
Hello,
Good morning.
morning.
Would you like to offer comment on any of our items this morning or general public comment?
A general public comment, thank you.
Very well, thank you. Mona McAleese.
Good morning. General public comment, please.
Very well. Have you done for general public comment? Yvonne.
General public comment and agenda items 3, 4, and 6.
Thank you, Ivana. Have you done for public comment that agendized items 3, 4, and 6? Gigi. Good morning.
General public comment.
Thank you. Have you done for public comment? And Zoom user.
Hi, good morning. I want general public comment and all agenda items. Sorry, I don't know why my name's not showing. It's Audit LA.
Very well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Audit LA. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute and lower your hand. Mini Minion 7514. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, general public comment, please.
Very well. I have you down for public comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other attendees on Zoom who would like to offer commentary, general public comment, or comment on any of our items? Please raise your hand. I will call upon you at this time. The time is 9:55. We should get started in approximately 6 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
You know what? I did, Joe. Sorry about that. I did have them lowered. I didn't realize that I did. I turned it up. Thank you. But watch your ears if you have earphones on, just in case it blasts you, because I did turn it up. Okay, let me open up. Because I always say, I'm going to wing it, and then I know that
I'm horrible at winging it, and I shouldn't wing it. And I opened up the wrong one. Of all the ones I could have opened. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell? I'm totally just screwed up on this. And yeah, I'm kind of being quiet here. Sorry guys, typing away. The planners are literally the example of the city, state, and federal being violated. I did. I typed something up. Okay, let's get this meeting started. You have a 2-hour commute? Oh my goodness, Miriam. Wow, that's a long commute.
Recording in progress.
Person, we are now in record mode.
Thank you. Welcome everyone to the Board of Public Works meeting for January 6, 2025, our first for the new year. Mr. Knight, if you would like to take roll and establish quorum for us, please.
So very well, President Corsand. Good morning, President Corsand, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioners King and Mitchell are present. We do have a quorum. We are also joined by City Attorney Representative Thomas Costello Vega. I'm Acting Executive Officer TJ Knight. President Corson, we have speaker cards under public comment. We have 7 public commenters. We have no neighborhood council commentary, and we have 2 multiple agenda item commenters this morning.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Knight. We'll start with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, and will be provided up to 1 minute per person for a cumulative of 10 minutes for general public comment. Testimony shall be limited in content to matters which are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. The board may not take any action on matters discussed during the public comment period. And for our callers zooming in, we do have our city attorney on hand to ensure that you are staying on topic during your public comment. Mr. Knight, with that, if we'd like to proceed with public comment.
Very well, President Corson, we'll start with Amy. Amy, go ahead and unmute. You'll have 60 seconds to offer your public.
Hi. I'm surprised it's the new year and the planters on LRH Way are still there. They're also actually not planters. They're like shipping containers that were converted into planters. And I just don't understand what's going on. Guys, it's like a new year. How about getting some of these New Year's resolutions going by removing the planters? People are still getting stuck, getting out of their cars. It's not fair. And I don't understand what's going on, why nothing is being enforced. That's all. Bye.
Thank you, Amy. We'll move next to Merjam, followed by Mona.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm again here to talk about the illegal non-ADA compliant planters on L. Ron Hubbard Way. Yes, the ones that the cult of Scientology put there without permit. They're still there, blocking access, breaking the law, and proving the cult is above the rules. Let me get this straight. The rest of us follow city regulations, but the cult gets a free pass. Why hasn't the city acted? Are we waiting for them to just hand out violations themselves? Meanwhile, people with disabilities are stuck navigating around this nonsense. It's infuriating to see blatant violations go unchecked. The rules are for everyone, or are they not? Enough is enough. Enforce the law, remove the planters. It's that simple. Thank you.
Thank you, Merjam. We'll go next to Mona McAleese, followed by Yvonne.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Knight. Hello, board. It's me again, Mona. Happy New Year. It's a new year, a new week, and a new day. Unfortunately, it is still the same old complaint, the platters on L. Ron Hubbard Way and Fountain. They haven't moved. I was hoping for a Christmas present. Nope, they're still there. The planners are literally the example of the city, state, and federal laws being violated in the symbolic picture of the violation of human rights that is ongoing, especially the violation of the First Amendment rights for freedom of speech and how in bed Scientology is with the city. Move the planners. I would like to reclaim my time that's wasted every week speaking to the void. Thank you, and I give back my time.
Thank you, Mona. Yvonne?
Thank you, Mr. Knight. Once again, this board is going to be asked to approve minutes that do not reflect or record the public comment and are written in the future tense. In addition, they are prematurely archived in December 11th file. This needs to stop. You really need to record what the public is providing you information on. Scientology is operating this board in a way that because you're neglecting your responsibilities, they feel emboldened to slice the tires of protesters, glue their car doors closed, and your continued catering to them will allow them to feel more and more emboldened to break more and more laws. Stop it now. Open up the porthole to the permits so that the public knows that they're have a permit that has.
Thank you, Yvonne. That's 60 seconds. We'll move next to Gigi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so before we do our public comments, you read something where it says that you cannot take action on what the public commenters are saying. That does not mean that you cannot take action at all. That means that you cannot have like conversations with us. You cannot have a motion based off it, you know, in this meeting, whatever, but you can still do stuff. There's more you can do to get these planners gone. And it's such a small task. It should be very simple for you guys. So can you please find a way to do this? And we can just be done with these planners. There's bigger things to deal with right now. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you, Gigi. And Zoom user.
Good morning and Happy New Year, but not a Happy New Year for our situation with the planters. And I'm at the point now where I did have a long discussion with an attorney, and I was given the advice to seek a civil rights attorney because my personal rights, and not just mine, so it's Mona's rights are being, and other people's, our rights are being violated at this point. And I'm starting to think that the entire city, that all of y'all, that you're Scientologists. So what I'm going to start doing is passing out the billion-year contract. If you haven't signed it yet, you need to read it and sign it because you are doing the job of Scientology, but you are called and put here to do the work of the people, all of us. I'm not asking for special treatment either. Like I'm not requesting special treatment. I'm just requesting that you enforce the law that's already there. But Scientology is getting special treatment because they're being told or allowed to not follow the law. And
thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, Mini Minion. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'd like to follow suit with the rest of my friends. By the way, Happy New Year. Yeah, these planters, I mean, you people are just asking for a lawsuit by allowing them to keep those planters there. Someone is going to eventually end up hurt and God forbid dead. Okay, that's ridiculous. And not only that, but you have a woman in distress whose vehicle was vandalized and she had to beg your police department to help her. What is wrong with you people? You need to get it together. You are the worst city in the world. And you make people look at you like you're ridiculous. I'm all the way across America on Long Island, New York, and I'm watching all this, looking at you like you are a pathetic bunch of idiots. Get it together. Seriously. Figure it out. Stop allowing a cult to get away with what they're getting away with. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. And President Carson, that concludes public comment this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. With that, we'll close the general public comment section for today's meeting and proceed to multiple agenda public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment for up to 1 minute per item for a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item. And once again, we have our city attorney on hand to ensure you do remain on topic. Mr. Knight, we'd like to proceed with multiple agenda items, public comment.
Yes, I will. Could I ask the city attorney for a quick refresher on how long commenters get on multiple items?
No problem. Thomas Costello Vega, city attorney. So for public comment, there's 1 minute for every agenda item, up to a total maximum of 3 minutes for 3 or more agenda items. So if a commenter would like to speak on 3 or more items, they get 3 minutes, and then less than that, less than that.
Thank you so much. And so our multiple agenda item commenters, we have 2. We'll start with Yvonne this morning. Yvonne? Go ahead.
Thank you. Agenda items number 3, 4, and 6 are bids being released, and in those items, it's referenced to view documents on Ramp LA. Ramp LA has been closed since December 9th and won't reopen until January 7th. So this board, the public, cannot access or review those documents. In addition, that porthole is closed to non-certified non-participants in the bidding process. Therefore, we are precluded as citizens from looking at what the original proposal going out for bid is. You are restricting our information inappropriately. This is similar to the problem with the city permits, which you have oversight over for special events. When the police are presented the cover page of a permit, they do not display the terms and conditions. And if I went to the car lot and had a receipt in my hand for one car that I paid for, but the car I bought was actually a old beat up Ford sedan, and I went out to the lot and pointed to a Ferrari or a Jag and said, "That's the car I bought." There needs to be a clarity here, determined by the entire disclosure of the entire contract. And you're failing the public when you do not provide us full disclosures. Please, I know you guys are under time constraint because you have pending funding requirements in order to get the proposals through the process. You might lose grants because you're delayed in your management. Fix your management problems, provide the public the information, and you yourselves need to be able to access all that information before you pass any of these bid releases. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Our next public commenter is Zoom user.
Good morning. I don't know why it's saying Zoom user, but okay. So the first one, well, first I want a point of clarification. I don't see an agenda for Wednesday, so can you please address whether or not there's going to be a meeting on Wednesday? I'm guessing at this point there's not. Okay, agenda item number 1 and 2. All right, it looks like the mayor is able to get things done. She is not sitting there incapacitated. I see, because this is pretty, detailed stuff. So I don't know why she's not able to address other important issues, because it says CD all, right? And so CD 13, where these planters are, falls within CD all. But it looks like right here, she's just focusing on the nicer areas, which is great. I mean, hey, every area deserves, a look at the city, but I'm wondering why, like so much of it's going towards the higher end when so much of the valley is being neglected completely. Like, what about the, the Sepulveda Basin? There's so much neglect going on. And as far as the fiber optics, yes, of course, we want upgrades. But, at the same time, we also want them to do everything. Like Yvonne said, if there's not enough manpower, if you're having management issues, it's beyond just not having access to the portal. That's one major thing. But I would like access to streets and curbs as well, especially on L. Ron Hubbard Way and Fountain Avenue and Catalina. When it comes to the bids, okay, North Sepulveda, here we're doing what's a pedestrian island. I'm all for pedestrian islands, but the city lately, even with their newer construction, is having issues with making it really ADA compliant. It's really there. I actually have made videos. I'm going to submit them to show you how ridiculous your new designs are for people in a chair. I cannot be in the ready to go, because sometimes you only have seconds to cross, and then but you want to call the beg button. I can't even hit the beg button because of all you have this big river rock, so I can't even get to it. So I can't call the button. I have to hope it picks. And then, and then also like the yellow grading that they put, I get that that's helpful. Like, I don't want it to not have to underneath that. But they have a tendency to come up and separate. And with the people in chairs or walking, you're creating hazards. So they're not being nailed down properly. I hope they will be here. And I saw something with the board. Here we go with Selman Water. I definitely want clean water. I am very concerned about our water, because all I keep seeing you guys dealing is with water. So I feel like we're under some kind of urgency that you guys aren't telling us about. Thank you.
So that's 3 minutes. And that concludes multiple agenda item commentary this morning for the person.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. With that, we'll close multiple agenda item public comment. Take up the minutes from December 11th. If there is a second to my motion to approve the minutes.
So, second.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. There's a first from myself and a second from President Pro Tem Grant.
Very well.
I'm going to close that part down. I'll probably get out of here too, because we know they're just going to vote on everything anyways, no matter what we said. And I hope they take it to heart about those RFPs, that they shouldn't be voting on them if you can't look at them through the portals. YRB's on it as normal. Okay, you guys, well, we've been on for 3.5 hours and we're done with this meeting. I know there was probably other ones today. I'm going to get prepared for tomorrow's meetings for the Cultology twins tonight. Go watch me some Summer Savage and Doctor Who Heather laughter. And for those that want to join, make sure and put your notifications on for Doctor Who Heather in Summer's Cultology twin. For tonight. Turn your notifications on. That's going to be tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, if you shall want to. Yep, she's supposed to be on in a couple of minutes. We can see what she's got going on and jump over to Peter. I said I was thinking Nora and went to say Nora and saw Peter write it, and so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I love you all. It's been a long morning. I'm going to fluff and buff real quick before Nora hits. Talk to you later.